Hey guys, welcome back to Reserved Investments on YouTube. In the first 30 seconds of this video, I'm going to ask a question because I really want to know an honest answer to this. You guys know that I like collecting and investing in rare coins. Well, right here is a 1920s 50-cent Walking Liberty half dollar that is graded by PCGS in MS64 plus condition that is also CAC certified. This coin was bought through Heritage Auctions at auction, and this coin is pretty much valued at close to $5,000 today in the year 2021. Now, I'm going to state something that's probably going to shock you. In my personal opinion, I honestly think that this coin right now is selling at a substantial discount in the overall market for rare and scarce date key coins. But that's another topic entirely, and please do not take that as advice, because I don't want all these Timmies rushing out after watching this video and going to bid up a coin like this, because if you don't understand the idiosyncrasies of the market, you will get burned. Now, where am I going with this? Well, what if I told you that I'm willing to sell you a digital one-of-a-kind image of this coin for literally only $2,500? Now, the actual coin is worth close to $5,000. Would you pay $2,500 for a digitalized image that only you can access because I'm going to encrypt it with blockchain technology? Would you pay $2,500 to have the rights to that particular quote-unquote rare or scarce artifact? I honestly hope that all of you watching this video right now would say hard, fast no. I would not pay $2,500 to have a digitalized image that is one of a kind, encrypted by blockchain technology, of a 1920s 50-cent Walking Liberty half dollar, or any other coin for that matter. It just would not be worth it to me. Then answer me this. Why are people paying, literally, at present time, hundreds of thousands of dollars all the way up to millions of dollars for something called NFTs? Now, if you don't know what an NFT is, it stands for non-fungible token. A non-fungible token are cryptographic assets on blockchain with unique identification codes and metadata that distinguish them from each other. Now, unlike cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin and the rest, they cannot be traded or exchanged at equivalency. So what that means is you're taking an illiquid asset, which is really what any type of NFT is, non-fungible token, and you are even making it more liquid than it already is. So can you imagine the stupidity of people that are investing in these particular items in the year 2021? Now, I know this video is very controversial. I'm going to get some downvotes. I'm going to have people leave me nasty comments. I may even get some people that don't subscribe or unsubscribe themselves from this channel because of the result of my viewpoints on this. But just hear me out, guys. It is completely ridiculous that in the year 2021, with all these speculative assets that are soaring in value, whether we talk about Bitcoin, other cryptocurrencies, even gold, silver, real estate, stocks, bonds, ETFs, mutual funds, collectibles, antiques, art, antiquities, all these asset classes are soaring at all-time highs. And I have people reaching out to me, Sean, I want to get into the ground floor of NFTs, non-fungible tokens. And this is what I tell these people. If you want to get into this market, I do know a little bit about it. I can share my knowledge with you, but I do not recommend anybody investing in this particular market unless if it's with speculative money that you can risk losing. My thoughts on NFTs are even worse than my opinions on Bitcoin. And trust me, that video is going to drop soon, and a lot of you are going to be really upset with me because I am not a fan of cryptocurrencies either at present time. I am in the realm of Warren Buffett, Mark Cuban, who have said some interesting things about Bitcoin. Even Graham Stephan, another YouTuber, he did a video on Bitcoin. My sentiment pretty much resembles what they are saying in general over a lot of the cryptocurrencies and or blockchain technology in general. Right now, blockchain technology is the newest kid on the block. And to be fair, it is excellent technology. It has a lot of great uses. It's going to revolutionize a lot of businesses, including our monetary and banking system eventually. Now, you're probably wondering, well, Sean, if you're stating that blockchain technology is going to revolutionize both banking, finance, and commerce, how come you're not excited about Bitcoin or other cryptocurrencies? Well, unfortunately, to get that out of me, you're going to have to tune in to the video that I have premiering in a couple of days, if not a couple of weeks, on Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies in general. I do not like them overall, guys. They are too inherently speculative at present time. Now, coming into the antiques and collectibles trade, trying to do this with a very unbiased viewpoint and an open mind. When I analyze the market for NFTs, I really think at present time, it is a very fad, speculative, hype-driven market. Now, to be fair, something good can come out of this. Are there pieces of artwork that are in the wonderful NFT sphere that I'm going to talk about in a minute that could potentially hold value over the long term and become investable? The answer is yes. It is a new digital frontier. So I want to be very clear on that. There is possibly opportunities in this market. But for most people, people like myself, other level-headed people out there that actually do want to build and have a net worth, I do not recommend investing in this market for the short term or the long term unless you really know how to play it. I do know NBA Top Shots, that deals with wonderful NFTs. That is something that is soaring at present time. I'm going to do a whole separate video on that as well, because I really want people to be aware of the risks that are taking place in this market at present time, and how in the year 2021, it's almost like we're living in the Matrix. Nothing is as it seems, guys. And I really want to open your eyes and red pill you guys a little bit, just so that you are aware that a lot of these asset classes today that are soaring in value, they could be easily tomorrow's losers. If you want to really invest right now in the year 2021, I've said this before, the one market that I truly believe in, and I know some of you guys are going to hate me for saying this, is the market for index-based mutual funds and related ETFs, meaning a 500 index fund, total stock market index fund. If you have 10, 20, 30 years, there's no reason not to invest in that particular market over the long term. But even when it comes to individual stocks, bonds, real estate, certain antique and collectible classes, Bitcoin in general, gold, silver, all that stuff, in my opinion right now, is a little bit frothy. Some more than others. I've done videos on Marvel Universe trading cards. I have a video planned on Garbage Pail Kids, how all this stuff is literally being pulled out of the closet. Collectors, market manipulators, speculators, and to be fair, some people that have a genuine love and desire to own this stuff, they're pretty much taking it, they're dusting it off, and they're proverbially throwing it against the wall and seeing what sticks. What is going to drive the prices higher? Can we get the Timmys, the Kimmys, and the Poindexters coming into these markets to pay a significant premium for Garbage Pail Kids, or Marvel Universe trading cards, or certain modern era Pokemon cards? It's insane what is happening. Now, this all came to a head lately, this video that I'm doing on NFTs, because Christies Auction House, who up until this point I've always respected, I don't have any qualms with the way that they conduct themselves. I know if you search on YouTube, if you search on Google, you're going to come across some articles that claim that they were involved in bid rigging, shill bidding, and the like. I get that. And again, I don't have opinion on that. I'm letting whatever came of those investigations to just be and lie where they are. I'm not going to talk about that in this video, or any video for that matter. Overall, Christie's is a top tier, predominantly very respectful auction house in the trade. Now, my only problem with Christie's is, though, they tend to cater to the top 1% of the art market. So does Sotheby's, for that matter. So with few exceptions, unless if you really have millions upon millions of dollars to spend on one type of item, you're probably not going to be getting anywhere if you're spending your days going to Christie's or Sotheby's or searching online for a lot of their auctions. A lot of their stuff is geared towards the elite upper 0.1% of all individuals who can afford to buy these particular items and or artifacts. But they did sell a NFT known as a piece of art that is now the most expensive price paid for an NFT ever sold at auction. And it is by the wonderful artist that goes by the name Beeple. And if you don't know who Beeple is, everybody in this wonderful world uses wonderful code names. It's actually Mike Winkleman. Mike Winkleman is a graphic artist out of Charleston, South Carolina, who goes by the identity of Beeple. And to be fair, I've seen some of his works. They are beautiful. I give him all the credit in the world. I just don't think that they're worth close to $70 million at present time, especially when they're being sold as a wonderful digital asset or an NFT, non-fungible token. Well, this particular work that he did called Every Days, the first 5,000 days, literally sold for $69,346,250 at Christie's. So almost $70 million somebody paid for this piece of work at present time. And a lot of people are reaching out to me, Sean, what do you think of this? Sean, is this a real thing? Now, I want to say, yes, it is a real thing, unfortunately, in the year 2021. Would I be putting that type of money in that particular type of item when I could get like a really rare modern master or a Rembrandt for that particular price if I had $70 million to spend? No, I would not. But to each their own. I'm not going to judge because I don't know the reason why this particular individual who doesn't want his full identity known, hint, hint, which should really tell you something, who paid $70 million for this piece of work. Now, what I will tell you, and the one thing that we do have to have a talk about is, unlike a painting, a coin, a piece of rare currency, an NFT is completely digitalized. And this really brings me into a discussion where it's only a matter of time before companies like Mattel, Hasbro, possibly Nintendo, possibly Wizards of the Coast, possibly the Pokemon Company, all come out with types of NFTs that are quote-unquote collectible and in scarce commodities so that the average Timmy, Kimmy, and Poindexter can start to get access to some of these digitalized collectibles. Because let's be honest, companies love this concept because in all actuality, they really don't have to create a physical product. They honestly have no manufacturing costs for this. It's literally a digital image or a digital item that is transferred to somebody that can show unique ownership. So what I'm getting at, I really think we are on the cusp of a new collectible asset class here with NFTs. But I caution a lot of people from getting into this market at present time. You need to let the dust settle and see where it falls. And I really think that's where the future is going to be, unfortunately, in some of these collectible assets. But me, I'm sticking with physical coins, currency, other type of collectibles, and pieces of artwork that I can physically touch. Remember, guys, I have most of my net worth in stocks, bonds, mutual funds, ETFs, and investment real estate. The reason why most of my net worth is invested in those asset classes is because they pay an income stream. So for instance, I'm getting a dividend off the Iron Mountain or Dow Chemical or AT&T stock I own, just like I'm getting a dividend off the 500 index fund I own, just like I'm getting rental income from the rental properties that I own. So that's what I look for. I like income producing assets. So if you're going to cut me up in the comment section, just understand I am 44 years of age, and that's what I primarily invest in. I diversify into antiques and collectibles because, in my opinion, I have too much exposure to stocks, bonds, mutual funds, ETFs, and real estate to the point where owning an item like this brings me joy, and it is also a good investment over the long term that has an inverse relationship, by and large, with Wall Street and the financial markets. So I hope this clarifies my position on NFTs. Please, I'm curious to know your thoughts, and please have an excellent night. If this content does interest you, please consider subscribing to my channel. Thanks for watching.